Hey, welcome back everyone. In today's video I am going to review and unbox a new slim microwave by Samsung. As you can see, this is our old microwave and we decided to upgrade our microwave with the newer version of the Samsung. It's actually going to be about half the size, so it's going to bring it up, so we're going to have more cooking space. It's going to help with the heat also, because if you cook a lot, the heat tends to get really hot here. It might burn even your like your Megatron and everything inside the unit, and that's kind of what happened with ours, but we able to get it fixed here. This is actually an excellent microwave. You know, it's really clean. This older version, we didn't have really any issues with it, except like we said, it was too close here when you cook. Even though we cook out here, it kind of burned the Megatron, so that's the reason why we replaced it. So I'm very excited to replace this slim version of this. Now, only thing is it's slimmer, so you're not gonna be able to cook like really tall pots or heat tall pots. But for us, we don't need that much space, right? It is more expensive than this version, but it has Wi-Fi in it. You can use the Wi-Fi to, like, let's say you're away, you can look up your menu or cooking schedule, whatever, all that stuff on this new one. And you can even turn it on if you're away. Let's say you have some in the microwave. But the coolest thing about the Wi-Fi, I think, is just you can track all your temps, what you heated and all that stuff. So that's the cool thing. But other than that, I think it's, you know, it doesn't have much use for it, really. Maybe you can change the time and temper and everything on the app. But anyway, so let's jump back on it here, guys. And here, first thing we got is the plate. And so you can tell it's a little bit smaller than the other plate. Let me take out the original here. Yeah, you can see already. This is the old plate. This is the new plate. So you're going half the size. So it's gonna, you know, be a little bit smaller. So just make sure that's what you want. Yeah. Okay, we got the spinner, and we got, this is your deflector, right? Okay, and this new microwave has 400 CFM, guys. 400 CFM. They do have another version. I believe it's 500 or 550 CFM. So if you're looking for something more strong, you can upgrade to that one. That one, I believe, costs about $50 more than this one. You got your manual, PDF file or manual, whatever you want to call it. Your filters. Look at that. Very nice filter. This is actually nicer than this older model here. You got lots of filter. They gave you all kind of filters. So this is really good at filtering out air. Again, 400 CFM. You got your bolts and installation stuff here. Got your cord. Of course, the foam, right? Got to have the foam. Pack it nice and neat. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna take this out here. I'm gonna try to put it on top of this so you guys can see what it looks like. Let me move this here. This bad boy is heavy, guys, so I recommend let me go get some help because it is heavy. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's like half the size of that. You can see. Look how gorgeous it is. Inside is ceramic, just like the old one. You see that ceramic? It is nice to have ceramics, easier to clean, but the only thing is it is dark, which was a little bit more like gray or white, so you can see inside a little bit easier to clean, and it shows a little bit, you know, easier to show what part of the microwave is dirty you can clean. Again, it has Wi-Fi and it's about 20, I believe 29 inches. Let's see if I'm missing anything. it's again Wi-Fi, guys, 400 CFM. It's also it's got halogen cook light. This one is actually LED, so that's on the drawback. But I believe if the halogen go out, you can always replace an LED. And then you have an halogen. Actually, you can heat up your food, right, a little bit on the bottom. Dual wide grease filler. So we saw that earlier. The filters, it's actually double filter here, guys. Double filter. This one only has one single filter. You see that? Just one single filter that comes out. It's got, again, smart thing cooking. Mentioned earlier, Wi-Fi. So with the Samsung Smart, you can track what you cook, what you heat. You can also save your temperature. So those are the cool things about it. About the Smart app. 1100 watt output. That's about average, about like most microwaves. This is, I believe, the old one is 1100. Again, I mentioned again 400 CFM. You can hook the exhaust going up this way, and you can see that there's a vent to go up. So eventually we need to, like, we can install a vent going up, and or coming out this way up top. So, but when you do install, you have to flip it. You have to install the vent a different way. So if you want to go that way, you have to flip, I believe, take out the vent and flip it. Okay. Other than that, guys, that's basic, and that's about it. But I'll show you guys the app once we install everything. We gotta take out the old one. So, okay. So enjoy the time lapse. Because usually a microwave, they come with a template. And this is your template. Use the template. And you either tape it on there, screw and mark it, okay? And you gotta take your template and you gotta trim it along the side here where it tells you to. And then you have the top template here to locate your two holes here, D and E. Just put one here. Back here, this is where you take off your bracket. This is actually our second microwave because we had to return the other one. All right, let's plug it in. We got the carbon filter. More carbon filter, regular oil filters here. Again, this microwave is a 400 CFM. So what a carbon filter does is actually captures the oil and the odor and the oil particles. The only thing about carbon filters is you cannot clean them. They have to be replaced about every 6 months. So that's the bad thing about carbon filter. But it does help reduce the odor and smell. And these are your regular filter. You actually can clean these in the dishwasher. Okay, but your carbon filter, you cannot clean them. So something to think about. They just slide right in here, pop on like that, just like that. See that? And you take your other one right here. And you see this part, this spring part goes in back here. Just push on just like that. Again, this microwave has 2 of them. They do sell a model that has 500 CFM, I believe. A little bit stronger. So you want something a little bit stronger, you can up the model a little bit. Again, the spring goes in the back, just just like that. Push back, pop, bam. Look how nice and clean that is. Microwave is all installed. Now we're gonna test it out. Bought some teriyaki chicken. And we're gonna put it in here for about 75 seconds. Okay. And hit start. Really quiet, like it's the old microwave. It was kind of a little bit louder, and then also it beep a little bit loud. This is a little bit more calmer, a little bit more relaxing. Okay? There's a lot of setups you can do with this. It's Wi-Fi and everything. So eventually I will go over all that with you guys. But yeah, you can see, look how much space you got now. Before, I'll show you an example. When we would cook, our wok was like the old microwave. It would come down about here. So every time we cook, we have a lot of issues. So look at this. You can even, with this slim, I can even flip my food while I'm cooking or stir frying with it. So it makes a big difference. That's the reason why we went with this. And then also you won't have so much heat. The old microwave, you have a lot of heat. You ready for this? Let's open it. Let's see how hot the food is. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the steam. Oh yeah. Let's test it out. Hot. I'm gonna show you how to hook up the Samsung microwave to the Wi-Fi. First thing you gotta do is you scroll all to the left here, and you see there's a QR code Samsung provide. Hit your camera, and then hit the QR code on your phone, and it takes you to the app. Of course, you have to download the app first. In this case, I already did it, so now all I have to do is add device to SmartThings. And it's processing. You can see now ready to add device. Now you have to turn the microwave Wi-Fi on. So here it's going to show you, asking you, okay, button for more than 3 seconds to AP appears. So you got to hold the OK button. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Next, follows the instruction. So that has come on. So hit next. Hit OK, next. Now it is, let me rotate the screen a little bit so you guys can see. SmartThing wants to join the network, so hit join, and I'm gonna go ahead and look for my network and enter the password. So that's the next thing it's gonna do here. You can see connecting, connecting, connecting. And there it goes. And it found it. And go ahead, join network, enter password. Now it's registering device. Again, it's pretty easy to do. Simple. And it found it. Now once you get in the app, you can actually control pretty much everything, the power level, the setting, change the time, all that good stuff. Okay, and it looks like, oh, now you can name everything. So my home, kitchen, microwave, done. Now it's download plugin. And it's updating pretty much. So it's very nice to have a Wi-Fi. You can, again, you can change everything on your phone. Instead of changing in the old style microwave, you had to do everything manual. On here, one thing I want to mention on here, settings, I believe it's number 8 is where you turn the Wi-Fi on and off, if you want Wi-Fi or not. But it tells you here if your Wi-Fi is on, just by that 3 little line, the Wi-Fi signal. Okay, and hood, you can turn on and off. Let's see here, look, yeah. So you can control everything on your phone, pretty neat. Cooktop light on low, high, and turn off. Yeah. And then let me see what else. But yeah, you can turn Let's go set the time. The microwave, go back to the microwave, and let's edit device, kitchen, cancel. I'm trying to do this with two hands, that's why bear with me. Here's settings, it looks like it, 24 hours. You can do Wi-Fi, wait, location, use format, sync time. It's syncing it, it's nice. You don't have to program it, it's syncing it with your phone. So let's stop here, look at that. Time is just, you don't even have to program it, it just program itself. I noticed about this microwave, guys, is that you don't have to press so hard. If you press too hard, you hear it kind of like jam against the door, but it's very sensitive to keypads. So there's just a little touch, very sensitive. You see how I'm just lightly I'm touching it. You don't have to touch it that hard. So something to think about. The old microwave, you had to like press it really hard. But this one's pretty, just a little touch, very sensitive. I like that. So other than that, it's a very nice microwave, guys. You see how far it sticks out. It doesn't stick out that much. Again, look how much room we have, and yeah, not much else I can complain about. You can see it's just enough room. There is an LED. You see that LED light up there? That's a nice feature. So I know the old microwave had LED in there too. The only thing I didn't like about it is I wish this light was LED, but I don't know why it's halogen. Maybe it's to keep the food a little hotter, but again, you can always change that. If that bulb go out, I'm sure they sell LED replacement bulb. And yeah, other than that, guys, until next video, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.